Okay, hear me out. I don't usually make videos on hardware or keyboards or peripherals and things like that. But this new keyboard I just got was so good. I was like, I have to make a video on it because it's that good. I mostly play World of Warcraft in case you're watching this video and you don't know my usual content. I'm a World of Warcraft content creator. I'm telling you right now, there's no way I'd be making this video unless this keyboard was that amazing. So let's get on with it. So you might already ding me for this, but my usual go-to keyboard was the SteelSeries Apex Pro. And I love this keyboard. It's been great to me. I haven't had any issues with it. It was just time to upgrade. I've had it for like, what, 5 years? I don't know when it originally came out, but yeah, I've had it for a long ass time. That's my point. And I was like, you know, Christmas time, I got some Christmas money to spend. I want to go ahead and get a new keyboard because it's about that time. I've replaced the keycaps on this thing and it's just time. It's just time. So again, I'm not like a connoisseur of keyboards. So I decided to go out and I bought the Drop Lord of the Rings series keyboard because it looked pretty nice. And I was like, you know what? It's mechanical switches. What could go wrong, right? And I can tell you right out the gate, I really hated the way that it felt. It felt like an old school typewriter. So if you like that sort of feeling, then you'll love this keyboard. But it almost felt like it had like a double press. And I don't know what that was about, but I returned it the next day. I was like, I can't do it, Captain. It's so bad. It's just not good. It did not feel good. The other thing that was really important to me that nobody talks about in their reviews is the way that the keys are laid out on the keyboard. Sure, it's QWERTY, but let me show you what I mean. So from the side here, you have like this, like almost like a ramp effect that I didn't realize was there. Low profile keyboards don't really have this. And the Keychron Q1 has this effect, but it's very subtle. It's far less dramatic than the SteelSeries that I had. So I won't go into too much of the technical parts of this because like I said, I'm not a huge reviewer. I just want to tell you how good this feels. Let you hear how the keyboard sounds. And tell you a little bit about it and why I think it is so good. So the way you press a key is really going to make a difference on how you play. And the best way I can explain that these keys feel on the Keychron Q1 is that it feels like going from like a Honda to like a Benz. It's just luxury feeling. It has the same mechanical feel. It's quiet. It's not super loud like other mechanical keyboards. And it has this like, it's like plushy. It's kind of soft. It's plushy, but mechanical. Like I don't know how to explain that any better than what I just did. It just feels like a luxury press. Jeez, caption that, I guess. And the keycaps themselves are very nice to the touch. I'm telling you, like I wish I could hype this keyboard up more. I really thought this was gonna be overhyped, but it's not. It's really just that good. So I'm a Warlock main in World of Warcraft, and it just makes a huge difference when I'm playing Mythic Plus dungeons or when I'm raiding. And oof, I just can't go back to the old ways. I don't know what this whole Hall effect thing is all about completely, like all the technical parts of it, but it feels good, like top notch. You get what you pay for, right? This is like about roughly a $200 keyboard. Zero regrets. So let me tell you a couple things that I don't like about the keyboard because it's not absolutely perfect. On the back, it doesn't have feet, so it can be raised. It's at a fixed height, basically, so you can't change the height of it, which is kind of a big deal for me because I like to elevate my keyboard a little bit more than what it is at its stock. The other thing is that the keyboard layout is a slightly different than what you get on a standard keyboard. And what do I mean by that? So the F1 through F12 keys are usually positioned a little bit more to the right. So when I'm playing my game, my muscle memory automatically goes to the F2 key, where the F1 key would normally be on other keyboards, if that makes sense. So that's the reason why I felt compelled to tell you guys in this review. The Keychron is a little bit technical too when it comes to its software. It has you do some specific things that are a little bit beyond like the user-friendly type of software, but it doesn't mean that they didn't make it very intuitive, because they did make it very intuitive. So kudos to you, Keychron. Now I did get the white keyboard because it matches my theme, but there is a black version of this as well. The RGB lighting on this thing is not going to blow you away unless you get some transparent keys. I don't really care about RGB as much as I used to. Now I just want it to have some subtle glow to it, and that's exactly what it has. So for me, it's a perfect fit for RGB. It has a knob to control the volume, and you can just press it in if you want to mute everything entirely. The USB-C cord that comes with it is not going to blow you away, but it's still pretty good. Primarily the way that this thing feels and the heft that you got to it, because, oh, by the way, It's super weighty. It weighs like, I don't know how much exactly, but it feels like it weighs like 5 pounds. So it does not move whenever you're typing. So if you're one of those gamers that's mad and gets a little bit of rage, this thing's not going anywhere. So needless to say, I am super happy with this purchase, and I'd highly recommend this keyboard if you're in the market for a keyboard that's in the $200 range. I feel like if you get this keyboard, it's gonna feel a little bit different than what you're probably used to on standard keyboard. The layout is just slightly different, but it's worth the adjustment because the keys and pressing the keys on this thing is just out of this world. It's not something you can describe in just a video. You have to feel it, and you'll understand once you do. It has Bluetooth, it has 2.4 gigahertz. You can switch it to Mac or PC. I mean, this thing is completely versatile. You're really not missing out on anything. The only thing is that you can't adjust the height of it with any feet on the bottom because it just doesn't have that. In the end, my World of Warcraft experience is just a little bit more buttery than what it usually is, and I appreciate that. Anyway, that's all I got for this one. Maybe I'll do some reviews on hardware in the future if it improves my World of Warcraft experience. Outside of that, I don't really see it happening unless I get some sponsors or something like that. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.